Welcome to a long-awaited showdown. You don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi, and Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home field of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. The Rebels will get the first crack on offense today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity. Both of these two wide receivers, a lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it with room to run. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. His drive is going now. Gain on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, Doc's back looking for an open man. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so...
Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Rebels.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So Alabama's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week. Let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he was through the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance. And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Back to pass. It's Flowers. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense makes a recovery and takes off.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Receiver makes the catch. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Looking right, this one caught. It's good for first down yardage, set up at the 26 now.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to...
He fires this throw and it's intercepted. He could go. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Here's the second down play. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They try to sneak it for the first.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line and quarterback. They pick up this first down here on third down and 1 with the QB sneaker. A lot of bodies crowding around that line. He was able to find just enough space to pick up the first down and a new set of downs.
And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Pick 6 could be a game changer.
Not only are they able to come up with some points of their own, now the defense on the other side comes up with a turnover and a touchdown to tie the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back through a pick 6 in the last possession. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Off the play fake on first down. Catch made on the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And the Rebels will send their punt team onto the field.
Number 19, on to kick it away.
He gets it away. Directional kick with nice distance. The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 10. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. To throw, it's Flowers. The pass rush closing in. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play. And now it's going to bring up 3rd down. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. Second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
1st and goal here for the offense. The quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Now they'll run it on the toss. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Finds the receiver wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Back to pass. It's Flowers. Close to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bama.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Receiver in motion now. They're going to run it. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
It's 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball at the 36 still. Second down, we're going to throw it. This time it's complete.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And he boots it high into the air. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters.
Here he goes. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Well, the defense knows there might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
First down here for this offense. Looking for a man. Wide open downfield. Breaks loose at the 40. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Rebels. There was no catching him that time.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. The quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. He hands it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play.
Chris, he's very fortunate here. give up a safety. This defense putting a lot of pressure, anticipating this is a great time to attack, and it pays off. They come up with a big sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Backed up 3rd and long, looking to throw again. Receiver makes the grab. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. The punt team making their way on the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side.
You talk about a memorable game. Receiver, this guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage and a 1st down.
Quarterback still with the football. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. 1st down and 23.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Ole Miss. Kirk, you played quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Powering through the defender. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. A deep shot to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. 1st down now from the 30.
What an impressive job here by this quarterback to work through his progressions, had the time to be able to read the defense properly, and then eventually finds the underneath route for a 1st down.
That's caught. It's Callaway. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. Now it's 3rd and short at the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looking to throw it again. On the move now. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, a breakdown by this defense on that third down. They give the quarterback way too much space. He recognizes it, takes off. Now it is first.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, tied.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Hand off to the single back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the Rebels will bring their punt team onto the field.
Number 19, on to punt it away.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown.
And just like that, we flipped the script in this football game. Great job of setting up his blocks, being patient, and then using the afterburners for this touchdown. What a play.
The extra point is good. Back in front of this shootout, 35-28. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he takes this from inside the 5. What a stiff arm. And he stopped at the 20. Trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. The Rebels will kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've been able to survive some turnover trouble so far. Let's see if they can clean that up as we get the third quarter going. Short throw complete to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They keep him guessing with a run. Breaks into open space. He's in the clear. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job. You can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Back to throw. It's Flowers. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And they pick up the first on the ground. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
42, Ole Miss, 28.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The handoff. He finds some space. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. Past the 20. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Scanning the field. It's Flowers. Pulls it in. It's Callaway. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. What a catch! They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. The receiver grabs it. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Now it's second down here. And the tailback's got it again. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Working tight windows. It's Flowers. Finds an open target on the left side.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down just... Forward to the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Checks this down to the running back. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. The Rebels come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
And the quarterback keeps it here. He's got the 1st and still going. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another 1st down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
And the Rebels pick up enough. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's wrapped up nicely. And notice how the balance of this passing game's been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Makes a quick grab. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem, For the offense, is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Finds his man. It's Callaway. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Touchdown, Alabama. This offense is still clicking. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here the interception cost them.
That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Looking to throw. It's Flowers. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
That's 2 straight plays by this defense. Really put in a tough spot here, coming out with a short field. But let's see if they can dial up a little more pressure here on third down.
Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really...
And he's got it! Touchdown, tied!
That's how you take advantage of outstanding field position. Starting in plus territory makes it very easy for this offense to be able to get down close to the goal line and into the end zone for the touchdown.
63, Ole Miss, 35.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Jukes to get past a man. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, what in the heck was that all about? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Handoff from the shotgun. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the Rebels looking to keep this drive moving. It's a draw play. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
They'll give it to the running back. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Looking deep downfield to the left. He grabs it inside the 20. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Brings up second and goal.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Now here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. To the air. It's Flowers. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's caught inside the 10.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. They're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the move now. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking for a receiver. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Number 9.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Ole Miss 42.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team ends him in and brings him down. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Caught over the middle. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing, they're sitting back in zone, they're trying to double cover certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
And the single back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Offside defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Now they run the draw play. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. To throw, it's Flowers. He's running out of time here. Makes the grab. It's Callaway. Nice first down. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Ole Miss, 42.
And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He flips it to the back across the middle. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, he's wide open. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down, looking to throw the football. And it falls incomplete as the clock hits 0-0. That's it, game over. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the